Forget what you think you know about nature documentaries, the serious ones with the dramatic music and the whispering narrator. Tonight, we're flipping the script. We're diving headfirst into the blooper reel of the animal kingdom. These are the moments the producers probably wanted to cut, but they're just too good, too funny, to keep hidden. We've scoured the entire internet. We've looked under every digital rock to bring you the top 20 funniest, most unbelievable, most did that really just happen wild animal moments ever caught on camera. Get ready to see nature's biggest stars in their most candid, unscripted, and downright hilarious moments. We're talking about photobombing monkeys, clumsy penguins, and bears, with a serious case of the munchies. These animals are the comedians of the wild, and they don't even know it. It's pure, unadulterated, laugh-out-loud fun. I've seen these clips, and let me tell you, I was crying with laughter. My team had to check on me. They thought something was wrong. Nope, just a squirrel with a GoPro. You'll see. You are not going to believe what these animals get up to when they think no one is watching. So grab your popcorn, get comfortable, and prepare to have your day made. As we go through this incredible countdown, I want you to think about which one is your absolute favorite. Is it the sassy chimp? The dramatic goat? Let me know in the comments below which animal made you laugh the hardest. Your job is to watch, laugh, and then vote for the MVP, the most valuable pet, or wild animal. Alright, are you ready? Let's roll the clips. It's going to be a wild ride. Alright, kicking us off at number 20, we have a classic case of primate photobombing. You know how it is, you're on vacation, you're trying to get that perfect scenic shot to make everyone back home jealous. You've got the background just right, the lighting is perfect, you're feeling good. You ask a stranger to take the picture, you pose, you smile your best, I'm having the time of my life smile. You think you've nailed it. Then you get your phone back and look at the picture, and what do you see? This guy, this monkey who just pops into the frame at the last second. Look at this. This isn't just a simple photobomb, this is art. The monkey isn't just in the picture, he's the star of the picture. He leans in, right over the tourist's shoulder, and gives the camera the most mischievous, cheesy grin you have ever seen. It's like he's saying, yeah, that's right, this is my island. Your vacation photo now belongs to me. You can almost hear him thinking, heh heh, they'll never see this coming. The tourist has no idea what's happening behind him. He's just smiling away, completely oblivious to the comedy gold unfolding right there. The timing is just impeccable. It's better than most comedians I know. If you look closely at the monkey's eyes, there's a real twinkle of mischief there. He knew exactly what he was doing. This wasn't an accident, it was a planned operation. This little guy is probably the king of photobombs in his local monkey community. I bet he has a whole portfolio of ruined tourist photos. What a legend. The tourist probably ended up framing this one anyway. How could you not? It's a masterpiece. Coming in at number 19, we're heading out on a safari. Picture this. You're in an open-top Jeep, the sun is shining, you're surrounded by incredible wildlife, you've got your camera ready, hoping to see something amazing. You spot a magnificent elephant, just a few feet away from your vehicle. It's majestic, it's powerful, it's about to sneeze. And this isn't just any sneeze, folks. This is an elephant sneeze. We're talking about a Category 5 hurricane of a sneeze. It's a full-body experience for the elephant. You can see the moment it starts to build. The elephant's trunk curls up, its whole body tenses. You know it's coming. The people in the Jeep are just watching, completely mesmerized by this giant creature. They have no idea what's about to hit them, literally. And then it happens. Achoo! A massive spray of, well, let's just call it elephant mist, goes flying everywhere, showering the unsuspecting safari goers. It's like the front row at a Splash Mountain ride, but, with more trunk. The reaction is just priceless. First, there's a split second of pure shock. You can see their faces go from awe to, what just happened? Then the realization hits, and the entire Jeep erupts in laughter. They are completely soaked, but they are loving it. You can't even be mad about that. How many people can say they've been sneezed on by an elephant? It's a story you tell for the rest of your life. The elephant, meanwhile, just looks completely relieved, like, that's better, and carries on with its day, totally unaware of the chaos and laughter it just caused. Next up, at number 18, we're taking a trip to the icy plains of Antarctica for a moment of pure, unadulterated cuteness. We've got a group of penguins waddling along in a single file line like they're heading to a very important business meeting. They're so serious, so focused. They've got places to be, fish to catch. They're walking with that classic, adorable penguin waddle, looking all dapper in their little tuxedos. Everything seems to be going smoothly on the icy runway. But then, one of our little guys hits a particularly slippery patch of ice. His feet go right out from under him. Whoops! He does a full-on cartoon slip, legs flailing, body going completely horizontal in mid-air for a second before landing flat on his belly. It's that classic banana peel slip, but on ice, and with a penguin. You almost expect to hear a boink sound effect when he goes down. For a moment, he just lies there, probably thinking, well, this is embarrassing. I hope Kevin from accounting didn't see that. But here's the best part, the recovery. This penguin is a true professional. He doesn't panic. He doesn't wallow in his slippery defeat. He just lies there for a beat, and then, with the smoothest move you've ever seen, he just starts sliding on his belly. He turns a clumsy fall into a fun, effortless slide, gliding past his friends who are still waddling. It's like he's saying, I meant to do that. This way is faster anyway. He's the coolest penguin on the block, turning a blooper into a power move. Absolutely adorable and a lesson for all of us. For number 17, we've got a bear who clearly missed the memo about not feeding the wildlife. Or maybe he just thinks the memo is a suggestion, you know? So picture this. We're at a peaceful picnic spot. A family has a classic red and white checkered blanket laid out, a wicker basket just packed full of goodies. It's honestly the perfect day. Suddenly a new guest arrives and, he definitely wasn't on the invite list. It's a big old black bear, and he's got his eyes on the prize, that picnic basket. He's not here for the scenery. He's here for the sandwiches. The bear approaches the picnic blanket with a level of confidence that's both totally terrifying and, well, kinda hilarious. He's not aggressive, just persistent. He saunters over like he's a regular at this spot. He gently sniffs the basket, then gives it a little nudge with his nose. The family, from a safe distance, is filming, and you can hear them trying to shoo him away, saying, "Go on, bear, get out of here." But this bear is not deterred. He's like, yeah, I hear you. But have you seen what's in here? Smells like honey-baked ham. He keeps trying to get the lid open, using his paws with surprising dexterity. It's like watching a furry safecracker trying to break into a vault. He's really putting in the work. He tries pulling it, pushing it, even sitting on it for a moment, as if he's just contemplating his next move. The commentary from the family filming is just fantastic. They're half scared, half amused, narrating the whole thing like a sports announcer. He's going for the latch. Can he do it? Oh, he's trying a new tactic. This bear's determination is honestly something to behold. He just wants a sandwich. Can you blame him? Alright, get ready for this one at number 16. It's the vlogging debut of the world's newest internet sensation. So, a person sets up their GoPro camera on a fence post, probably trying to get a cool time lapse or something, but a curious squirrel has, other plans. This squirrel isn't just curious, he's an aspiring filmmaker. He scurries over, sniffs the camera, and decides, you know what? This is mine now. He snatches the GoPro and just takes off. What happens next is pure cinematic genius. The camera is still recording, and we are now on a wild first-person or first squirrel adventure. The camera is shaking, it's bumpy, we're climbing up a tree at incredible speed. It's kinda like the Blair Witch Project, but with more nuts and a much cuter protagonist. The squirrel climbs all the way to the top of a very tall tree, and we get this incredible, vertigo-inducing view of the park below. It's honestly a better drone shot than most people could get. Then, the best part. The squirrel finally stops on a branch, turns the camera around, and for a glorious few seconds, it films itself. It's a perfect selfie. He's just sitting there, holding the GoPro, looking right into the lens, maybe munching on a nut. It's like he's saying, hey guys, Squiggy here. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Today I'm going to show you my treetop crib. Check out this view. It's the most amazing, unintentionally brilliant vlog you'll ever see. This squirrel has a future in filmmaking, I'm telling you. Coming in at number 15, we're crashing a wedding! But don't worry, we brought a +1 and he's very tall. So, we have this beautiful couple. They just got married. They're in the middle of their wedding photo shoot. The setting is gorgeous, maybe a park or a nature reserve. The photographer is lining up the perfect shot of the newlyweds. They're gazing lovingly into each other's eyes. It's a tender, romantic moment. Everything is perfect. Or is it? Suddenly, a long, patterned neck enters the frame from the top. A giraffe, who was probably just minding his own business, munching on some leaves, decides he wants to be in the picture. He leans his head down right between the bride and groom, looking directly at the camera with this goofy, curious expression. It's like he's the long-lost best man who just arrived late to the ceremony. He's got this look on his face that just says, "Hey guys, what you doing? Can I be in the photo? Congrats, by the way." The couple's reaction is what makes this clip so amazing. They don't scream, they don't run, they just burst out laughing. The surprise and pure joy on their faces is incredible. The bride is cracking up. The groom has this look of total disbelief. This wasn't the wedding photo they planned, but I guarantee it's the one they'll treasure the most. Forget the boring posed shots. This is the one that's going on the mantelpiece. A wedding crasher has never been so welcome. What an unforgettable moment. Get ready for some serious talent at number 14. We're heading to a riverbank to watch an animal that is way more skilled than I am. It's an otter, and this isn't just any otter. This is the Cirque du Soleil of otters. He's lying on his back in the water, floating peacefully. But he's not just relaxing. He's practicing his act. He's got a few small, smooth pebbles and he is juggling them. I'm not kidding. Juggling. He tosses the pebbles up in the air with his little paws, catching them, rolling them around his chest and arms, and then tossing them up again. He's got more coordination than I do on a Monday morning. He's so focused, so in the zone. You can see the intense concentration on his little face. This is his passion. He's not doing it for an audience. He's doing it for the love of the game. It's like watching a tiny furry street performer, and I'd totally throw a fish in his hat if he had one. What's amazing is the dexterity. His paws move so quickly and precisely. He rarely drops a pebble, and when he does, he just casually dips his head under the water to retrieve it and starts right back up again. No big deal. Some scientists think they do this to practice their foraging skills, but I think this guy is clearly training for the River's Got Talent. He's got my vote. It's one of the most mesmerizing and surprisingly skillful things you'll ever see an animal do. This next one, at number 13, is going to make you question what you're hearing. We've all heard parrots mimic words, right? Polly wants a cracker, all that stuff. But this parrot has taken its mimicry to a whole new level. It's not mimicking words, it's mimicking its owner's laugh. And it's not just any laugh. It's a very distinctive laugh. The kind of laugh that makes you turn your head in a restaurant. The clip starts with the owner telling a joke or watching something funny, and he lets out this big, hearty, slightly goofy laugh. It's a great laugh, full of joy. Then, a second later, you hear the exact same laugh again, but it's coming from the parrot perched on his shoulder. The parrot has nailed the owner's laugh perfectly. The tone, the rhythm, the little wheeze at the end, it's a perfect copy. It's so accurate, it's almost creepy, but in the most hilarious way possible. And the best part is, the parrot seems to find its own impression hilarious. After it mimics the laugh, the owner starts laughing even harder at the parrot, which then makes the parrot mimic the new, harder laugh. They get stuck in this hysterical feedback loop of laughter. It's a laughception! I'm going to try it now. Ah ha 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 ha! See, it's contagious! This parrot is a comedy genius. Its timing is better than half the comics I know. Alright, for number 12, prepare for some high drama. We're visiting a farm to meet a goat who might be the biggest drama queen in the entire animal kingdom. These are fainting goats, a special breed that has a condition where their muscles freeze up for a few seconds when they're startled. It doesn't hurt them, but it looks absolutely ridiculous. And this goat is the star of the show. The video shows a group of goats just milling around, doing goat things. Chewing on stuff, you know. Then someone opens an umbrella nearby. Not a loud noise, not a scary monster, just an umbrella. Pop! Most of the goats barely react. But one goat, our star, he sees the umbrella open and his brain just goes into full-on panic mode. An umbrella! Oh, the humanity, we're all doomed! He lets out a tiny baa of terror, his legs go completely stiff, and he just topples over onto his side like a wooden toy. He just lies there, stiff as a board, for about 10 seconds. It's the most over-the-top dramatic reaction to something so simple. It's like watching a silent film star feigning a heart attack. Then, just as suddenly, he unfreezes, shakes his head as if to say, "What a scare," and gets right back up on his feet. He just nonchalantly walks away, maybe starts nibbling on some grass, as if his brief moment of theatrical collapse never even happened. It's unbelievably funny every single time. Now at number 11, We have some late-night security footage that looks like a scene straight out of a heist movie. The stars of our film? A team of highly skilled, masked bandits. I'm talking, of course, about raccoons. The setting, a suburban kitchen in the middle of the night. The mission, should they choose to accept it, raid the pantry for anything and everything delicious. This footage is incredible. The clip opens on a dark kitchen, seen through a grainy night vision camera. Then, a little masked face peeks in from the cat door. This is our point man. He gives the all clear, and the rest of the crew follows. It's a whole family of raccoons. They move with stealth and purpose. It's like watching Ocean's 11, but with more fur and a craving for leftover pizza. One raccoon, clearly the brains of the operation, goes straight for the cupboards. He uses his tiny, human-like hands to pry the door open. It's amazing! While one is working on the cupboards, another, the muscle, is trying to get the refrigerator open. A third one, the lookout, is perched on the counter, keeping watch. They are so coordinated. You can almost hear the Mission Impossible theme music playing in your head. They managed to get a bag of marshmallows out of the cupboard and are having an absolute feast on the kitchen floor. It's a mess, but you can't even be mad. Their skill, their teamwork. You almost want to root for them. Almost. Let's get ready to rumble! For number 10, we're heading down under to Australia for a friendly sparring match. In this corner, weighing in at a respectable weight, we have a zookeeper. And in the other corner, the reigning hopping champion of the Outback, a red kangaroo. This isn't a real fight, of course, it's a playful interaction, but this kangaroo is taking it very seriously. His form is impeccable. The zookeeper is gently playing with the kangaroo, who seems to think it's a real boxing match. The kangaroo stands up on its powerful hind legs, using its tail for balance, and puts up its dukes. He's got his little arms up in a classic boxer stance. It's adorable and intimidating at the same time. The zookeeper throws a few playful air jabs and the kangaroo bobs and weaves like a pro. He's got the footwork, the head movement. This guy has been watching some old Muhammad Ali fights. Then the kangaroo starts throwing some punches of its own, little jabs with its front paws. He's so fast, jab, jab, cross. The zookeeper is laughing the whole time, clearly enjoying this unique bonding experience. It's like a training montage from a Rocky movie. You can almost hear Eye of the Tiger playing. This kangaroo has the heart of a champion. He might be small, but he's got the fighting spirit. I wouldn't want to face him in the ring, even playfully. He looks like he means business. At number 9, we've got an animal with more rhythm than most people I see at weddings. We're at a marine park or aquarium where some music is playing over the speakers. There's a big blubbery seal just chilling on a rock near the water. He's basking in the sun, having a great day. The music is upbeat, something with a good strong beat, and this seal is feeling it. He starts by bobbing his head, just a little nod, getting into the groove. He's listening, he's processing the rhythm. Then, he starts to get really into it. He lifts up his flippers and starts clapping them together, perfectly in time with the music. Slap, slap, slap. It's not just random flapping. He is on the beat. It's incredible. He's like the world's best, most enthusiastic hype man. The people watching are going wild, clapping along with him. The seal seems to love the attention, clapping even more enthusiastically. He's got this big, happy look on his face like he was born to perform. He's the life of the party. You could put this seal in front of any band and he'd be the perfect percussionist. It's just pure, infectious joy. You can't watch this clip without smiling and tapping your foot along with him. This seal has better rhythm than I do, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Coming in at number 8, we have a beautiful red fox experiencing a moment of pure existential confusion. So, this is a trail cam video set up in the woods. Someone has placed a mirror against a tree, probably just to see how different animals react. And let me tell you, this fox's reaction is comedy gold. The fox cautiously approaches the mirror, probably drawn in by the movement of its own reflection. At first, he's just curious. He tilts his head like, "Who's this handsome new fox in my territory?" He takes a step closer. The fox in the mirror takes a step closer. He gets a little defensive. He crouches down. His ears go back. "Hey, buddy, this is my turf." He lets out a little pounce, and the mirror fox pounces right back at him. This completely baffles him. He jumps back, startled by his own reflection's aggression. You can almost see the wheels turning in his little fox brain. This guy is good. He's mimicking my every move. He spends the next minute in this hilarious, silent battle with himself. He tries to sneak around the side of the mirror to see where the other fox is hiding. He pokes it with his nose, does a few more little playful pounces. He is utterly perplexed. It's a mix of confusion, aggression, and playfulness that is just so funny to watch. Eventually, he seems to give up, deciding this strange copycat fox is just too weird to deal with, and he trots away, probably to tell his fox friends about the bizarre encounter. Alright, for number 7, we're cranking up the suspense a little bit. But don't worry, it's funny suspense. We're on a boat, on a river in Africa. Everything is calm, the water is smooth. The people on the boat are enjoying the scenery. Then, the tour guide points out a hippo mostly submerged in the water. Just its eyes, ears, and nostrils are visible. It looks peaceful. But here's a fun fact. Hippos are one of the most dangerous animals in Africa, and this one is feeling a little territorial. Suddenly, the hippo disappears under the water. The boaters are looking around, wondering where it went. The water is still. It's quiet. Too quiet. Then a few yards behind the boat, the hippo resurfaces with a huge splash and a loud grunt. It starts charging after the boat. Now hippos are surprisingly fast in the water, and this thing is moving like a torpedo. The boat's motor roars to life as the driver hits the gas. We are now in a high-speed chase. The camera is shaking, people are screaming, but it's that kind of scream that's half terror, half exhilaration. It's like being on a theme park ride you didn't know you bought a ticket for. The hippo is gaining on them, its huge mouth wide open. It looks like a scene from Jaws, but the shark has been replaced by a very angry, very large water potato. The boat eventually pulls away, and the hippo gives up the chase. Everyone on the boat is laughing with relief. What a story to tell. Get ready to have your heart melted at number 6. This next clip is proof that friendship can blossom in the most unlikely of places. It looks like it was filmed in someone's backyard, right on the edge of a forest. A small house cat is sitting on the porch, just watching the world go by. Then, a young deer, not much bigger than a large dog, cautiously steps out of the woods. You'd think the cat would run, or the deer would be spooked, but that's not what happens at all. The deer slowly approaches the cat, and the cat just stays put, looking curious. The deer lowers its head, and the cat stands up and walks towards it. Then, the magic happens. The cat starts rubbing its face and body all over the deer's leg, purring loudly. It's the classic way a cat shows affection. The deer just stands there, completely calm, letting this little predator give it some love. It's like they're old friends who haven't seen each other in a while. Then, the deer bends down and starts gently nuzzling the top of the cat's head with its nose. It's a moment of pure interspecies tenderness. They hang out together for a few minutes, the cat weaving around the deer's legs, the deer giving little licks and nuzzles. It's like a scene that Disney animators would dream up, but it's real. It's a beautiful, quiet, and incredibly sweet reminder that friendship knows no bounds, no species, no rules. It's just perfect. At number 5, we have another photobomb, but this one is on a much, much larger scale. So, picture this. A family is out on a hike, probably somewhere in Alaska or Canada. They stop at this beautiful scenic overlook and, they decide to take a group selfie to remember the moment. They're all huddled together, smiling, and the person in front is holding the phone out at arm's length, just trying to squeeze everyone into the shot. Okay, everybody say cheese. Right as they're about to snap the picture, a giant head suddenly appears in the background, right behind them. And I mean, giant. It's a moose. Like, a full-grown moose with this massive rack of antlers. Somehow, it has wandered up behind them completely silently, and now it's peering over their shoulders, right into the camera. It's got this placid, kinda goofy look on its face, almost as if it's saying, "Oh, are we taking a picture? Let me get in on this." The family, though, hasn't noticed yet. They snap the picture. Then, one of them checks the photo on the phone and, wow, their eyes just go wide. You can totally see the moment of realization dawning on their face. They slowly turn around, and their jaws just drop. The shock! The surprise! Everybody starts pointing and laughing nervously. And the moose? Well, it just stands there for a second, like the perfect uninvited guest, before casually wandering off to find some more grass to munch on. That is definitely a family photo that's going straight onto the Christmas card. Sliding into the number 4 spot, we've got an animal that is, honestly, way cooler than I'll ever be. So it's a chimpanzee at a zoo or a sanctuary, and somehow he's gotten his hands on a pair of sunglasses. Maybe a visitor dropped them, or maybe a keeper gave them to him, who knows? However he got them, this chimp knows exactly what to do. He doesn't try to eat them, doesn't break them, nope, he just puts them on, perfectly. He's sitting there on his rock, looking like the biggest celebrity you've ever seen. Sunglasses on, leaning back with one arm behind his head, just totally relaxed. He's got this cool, aloof expression on his face. He is the king of chill. He seriously looks like a movie star trying to avoid the paparazzi. All he's missing is a tiny leather jacket and a motorcycle. He is the Fonz of the primate world. Aye, people are walking by, snapping pictures, and he is just completely unfazed. He's soaking up the sun, looking cool as ever. At one point, he even adjusts the sunglasses on his nose, just pushing them up with one finger, exactly like a person would. It's a small gesture, but man, it's so human-like and so full of attitude that you just have to laugh. This chimp isn't just wearing sunglasses. He's adopted a whole persona. He's not a chimp anymore. He's a VIP, and honestly, you're just lucky to be in his presence. Get ready for a cuteness overload at number 3. This is one of those only in real-life moments. We're inside what looks like a department store or a large shop. People are browsing, shopping, just minding their own business. Suddenly, a new line of customers enters the store, but they're not here to buy anything. It's a mother duck, and she is leading a perfectly straight, single-file line of about a dozen tiny, fluffy ducklings right through the main aisle. The mother duck is on a mission. She walks with such purpose, quacking orders, I assume. All right, kids, stay in line. No touching the merchandise. Kevin, I see you looking at the candy. Get back in line. The little ducklings are peeping and scurrying to keep up with their mom. They are a fluffy, yellow, adorable little train weaving through the aisles. It's the cutest traffic jam you've ever seen. The shoppers' reactions are just the best. Everyone stops what they're doing. Phones come out. You can hear a collective "oh wow" echo through the store. No one is annoyed. Everyone is delighted. A store employee is even trying to gently guide them towards the exit, like a very unusual security escort. The whole scene is a perfect combination of chaos and cuteness. How did they get in there? Where are they going? We don't know, but we're so glad we got to witness the great duckling parade of the century. We're down to our final 2. At number 2, please prepare yourselves for the fiercest, most terrifying sound in the animal kingdom. We're on the African savanna, and we see a tiny, adorable lion cub. He's all fluff and big paws, probably only a few weeks old. He's standing there trying to act tough like his dad. He sees the camera and decides it's time to show everyone who's boss. He takes a deep breath, puffs out his little chest, and prepares to unleash a mighty roar that will shake the very ground you stand on. He wants to sound like Mufasa. He wants to strike fear into the hearts of all who hear him. He opens his mouth wide, and what comes out? Not a roar. It's a tiny, squeaky mew. It sounds more like a kitten asking for milk than the king of the jungle. It's the most adorable failure you've ever seen. He looks so proud of himself, though. After his little squeak, he looks at the camera with this expression that says, "Yeah, you better run." I'm terrifying. He even stumbles a little bit on his own paws after his big effort. It's a reminder that every great and powerful creature has to start somewhere. Even the king of the jungle was once a little fluffball who couldn't roar properly. It's so cute it almost hurts. You just want to pick him up and cuddle him, even though he's trying his best to be intimidating. And here it is, folks. The number 1 funniest wild animal moment ever caught on camera. This one is a masterclass in comedic timing, delivered by the one animal you'd never expect to be quick enough to pull it off. We have a wildlife photographer in a lush green jungle. He's got a big, expensive camera and a long lens, and he's focused on something in the distance. He's in the zone, trying to get that perfect shot. Unbeknownst to him, something is happening right beside him. Very, very slowly. A sloth, hanging upside down from a branch just a few feet away, has noticed the camera. And this sloth decides he wants to be famous. In super, super slow motion, the sloth turns its head towards the camera. It's the slowest head turn in history. It takes about 10 seconds. Then, even slower, it raises one of its long clawed arms, as if to wave. And then, the sloth smiles. It's a big, slow, goofy, upside-down smile. It holds this pose, the slow motion wave and the big smile, for what feels like an eternity. The photographer is still completely oblivious. The clip ends with this perfect shot. the serious photographer in the foreground, and right next to him, the smiling, waving sloth, photobombing him in the most wonderfully slow and deliberate way possible. It's unexpected, it's adorable, and it is absolutely hilarious. The slowest photobomb wins the race. And that's our show, everybody! Wasn't that incredible? From the world's slowest photobomb to the world's tiniest roar, I am crying over here. These animals are natural-born comedians, and we are so lucky to have cameras around to capture these priceless moments. I honestly don't know how I'm going to pick a favorite. Was it the dramatic fainting goat, the suave chimpanzee in sunglasses, or the kangaroo with the mean right hook? Every single one was a winner in my book. I hope you all had as much fun and laughed as hard as I did watching these amazing animal bloopers. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We had a blast bringing you these clips. Now the ball is in your court. I need to know what you thought. Get down into those comments right now and tell me which animal was your number one. Which clip are you going to send to all your friends? Let's get a debate going. And if you had a good time, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And be sure to ring that little bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Sharing is caring. So send this video to someone who needs a good laugh today. We're already working on our next video. And let me tell you, if you thought this was wild, you haven't seen anything yet. We've got more critters, more chaos, and more moments that will make you say, I can't believe that just happened. Thanks again for watching. You guys are the best audience in the world. We'll see you next time. Stay tuned for more wild and hilarious moments.